Hey there, I'm Sarah from Great Days by Sarah, and today I have for us a lower body focused workout with some intervals at the end. Let's get warmed up and I'll tell you a little more about it. I'm going to start standing. You're going to lift your knee up, turn it out to the side, bring it back. It doesn't need to be super high and around. So doing a standing hip circle. Use a wall if you need it, or a countertop, or even a chair. The balance becomes too challenging, you kind of lose the purpose of the warm-up. Reverse the direction, same leg, reach it back to the side and front. Two more like that. Just starting to lubricate through those hips. Total lower body today, so we'll need to warm up well. Switch it over other side. Start front, open to the side, to the back, trying not to fully lean forward with your upper body. Let your hip really do the work. So today's workout, we have 4 moves. Everything's a minute, so no counting reps. And like I said, no weights unless you want to. Last one this way. And reverse it. Back to the side, around and up. Can easily see one side's a little more challenging than the other already. Last one. We'll take a big side step out. Welcome onto 2 feet. All 10 toes facing forward. Side lunge. Really slow to start. Really sit back like there's a tiny chair behind you, keeping your toes facing forward. So we'll use the first time through the 4 exercises as a continuation of our warm-up. One more side lunge each way. And then we'll pick up the pace and range of motion the second and third time through. Reverse lunge, step it back, lower down, maybe even halfway to start. Hands wherever they feel comfortable. Make sure you have water nearby. Get it, of course, when you need it, but try to do it in between exercises. So do the full minute, then grab a quick sip. So there's not as much starting and stopping. Last one each way. Our last piece of our warm-up will be jumping jacks. If you're not jumping today, just start to march it out, getting your heart rate up a little bit. Nice and easy. Last 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, grab a little sip, and I'll show you how this is going to work. The first one is an isometric squat. So you're going to stay in your squat, and we're going to move. So we're going to sit low, whatever low means to you today. Then we're going to side step. Side step. Not fully bringing your feet together, little space between your legs. Staying low the whole time. Holding weights, you can hold one right at your chest or hold them down by your side. Next one, you'll love the squat. Sit low. If you have weights in your hand, you can still hold them here. Come up, lateral lift, one leg. Sink low, lateral lift, other leg. Bring your weights down with you if you're using them. Going into a hip bridge. Set those weights right on those hip flexors. Press up and lower. Up and down. Then we stay down for our last one into a bicycle crunch. Shoulders lift, legs extend. This is too much, modify. Coming out and coming in. First round through, nice and slow, continuing our warm-up. Second and third ones through, we're going with it. Let me grab my stopwatch. We're gonna take off. Here we go, isometric squat. Sit it and hold it. Here we go, sink low and move. So chest stays lifted, hips stay back. Use the space you have. You might need to turn before I turn, or you can go a little further. That's okay. every time you hit that turn point, sink a little lower. Hands wherever they work for you. Think about sitting back into that tiny chair as we move side to side. We're more than halfway through. Start to think about where we're going next, and it's a squat to that lateral lift. 15 seconds, sink lower. I know my body started to sneak tall. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In between, squat, lift, squat, lift. So on these lateral lifts, your knee is facing forward. It's not about the height you lift, it's about that intention and that outside of your glute that you can bring. Also trying to limit how far your upper body leans over to get your leg up. You can keep pace with me. If you want to move a little quicker, please feel free. If you're still warming up and those legs need a little bit slower, do what works best for your body today.
You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say.
Heart rate should be sneaking up. We have 15 more seconds, and then we're down on the mat. Where my hands are here is a great spot to hold the weight. And if you do have that weight, just make sure your chest is lifted, you're not rounding forward. And switch, hip bridge, coming down. Press through your heels, lift those hips high, slowly come back down, but don't rest. You're right back up. Check in with your legs. Make sure they're in the shape of an 11. Knees are not splaying out or falling into touch. Pressing through your heels, activating through your glutes and your hamstrings. 15 seconds. Chin comes away from your chest, especially as your chest lifts up. 3, 2, 1, into bicycles. Start slow. If you are extending, really focus on that straight leg. If you're modifying, you're here. One foot will always be on the ground. Remember, hands are very light behind your ears. Not pulling on your neck. And it doesn't even matter if your elbow touches your knee. It's more about that midsection twist than it is dragging your elbow all the way over and wrenching your neck. You have 10 seconds. Excellent, you got this. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up as quickly as your body is able to, and we're right in it. Sink low. Now that you know what's coming, can you sink a little bit lower? Can you challenge yourself, especially on this squat? As those legs get tired, our feet tend to turn out. Make sure they face forward. So strong, halfway through. Sink low again. Is it a reminder for you or a reminder for me? You got this. Sink those hips back. 10 seconds. Then we're into that squat with lateral lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sink it low and lift, low and lift. Can you get a little bit lower in your squat now that we're the second time through? like you're sitting in a kindergarten chair behind you every time. Once again, knee is facing forward, feeling that little pinch in the outside of your hip. It's a good indication the right area of your body is working. "15 seconds, maybe deepen your breath as you deepen that squat. Coming down to the mat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come right down. If you have your weights, holding them here, we're pressing up and lower. Remember, do not rest at the bottom. So we stay engaged for the entire minute. No weights, arms just hang out. Can you lift your hips a little higher now that it's our second time through? Maybe you've hit your range of motion, you can't lift them higher. Maybe you can move a little faster. Or on the opposite end, can you really slow it down? So strong. 10 seconds. Are you ready for those bicycles? Here it is. Hands lightly behind your head. Find that twist. The one thing I want you to focus on this round is check in with your lower back. Is your lower back on the ground? If it's not, don't drop your leg as far. We want to keep engaged with that spine on the floor. There shouldn't be a huge arch in it as we do these. So if your leg's so low and you're really arched, bring it up a little. You always want form over everything. Keep that healthy spine, especially that lower back. You got this. Lots of reps today. You got less than 10 seconds. And we have one time through left, then we recover. 2 and 1. Stand it up. As soon as you're ready, sink it low, stay, then we move. So as I started to say, this is our last time through. Do what works for your body today. Is that maybe a tiny bit lower? Maybe it means a tiny bit quicker. Maybe it's big steps. Challenge those inner thighs. Last time through, you do you. "15 seconds. At the end of these 4, we'll get a full break. Then we have 3 minutes left in our interval training. 3, 2, and 1. We sit, low, lift, side. Really engage through your core this last time through. Really focusing on that mind-body connection. Really think about what you're doing this round. It's easy to zone out. Your body knows what to do. Now, let's tweak it. Make sure we're sitting low in our heels, low in our squat. Move your toes at the bottom. 20 seconds. Excellent. You got 3, 2, and 1. You know where we're going. Changing up my side facing here. Hip bridge, send it up. Maybe you want a different challenge this round. Maybe you just want to hold at the top for the minute. I'll join you. Squeeze and breathe. Lift higher. Can you take your breath deep into your lower belly? You can really see it rise in this position. Becomes too much? Move with it. We did 2 rounds moving. Feel free to go back to it. 20 seconds. Can you lift a little higher? Make sure those legs are parallel. We'll come down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 more minute of our strength. Bicycles. Challenge, maybe pick it up. Go quick. I actually think it's harder to go slow. So I'm going to challenge myself and go slow through this last round. And feel everything working when you slow it down. There's less pulling on the neck, less flailing through the legs. We get to recover after this, 20 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, make it even, and 1. Relax it, grab some water. Take your breath, take your breather. Stand it up, walk around. 3 minutes left to work. Our first 2 moves, we have a squat jack and we have high knees or marching, depending on what you want to focus on today. So our squat jack will be like this. Feet will start wide like we're doing a regular squat. We go down, hop together, hop apart. So every time your legs are apart, you're squatting. Second one, high knees. Can really run it out or march. Had a special request this morning from some oblique work. Maybe march it out with the twist. Coming here for a little extra core. We'll get through those and I'll surprise you in the last minute. I promise you'll love it. Squat, jack. Not jumping, step, squat, step, squat. Still getting a little inner outer thigh. Still getting the benefit of your squat. Once again, the modification is squat, step together, step, squat, step together, step. Halfway through. Goal of these to get your heart rate up. So if you're not a little out of breath, maybe you need to sink a little bit lower. Maybe you need to move a little quicker. You got this, less than 10. How many more can you sneak in? 3, 2, 1, break. 15 seconds, just quick. If you need water, grab it. On to our second interval. Marching, twisting, or high knees if you really want to get that heart rate up. I'll probably do a combination of 3. Here we go. High knees or marching. If you're running it out, trying to get those knees to hip height. If you're marching, maybe you can get them a little higher because you're moving a little slower. Really engage through your core. Or march really quick. If you're twisting, once again, it's not pulling on the head, it's super light, twisting. What do you have left? We have 20 seconds. Less than 10. You got this. 3, 2, 1, break. Last break, 15 seconds. I told you you'd love the last one. Get down on the mat, get back up. I hesitate to call them burpees because it can be a lot of different looks in this one. Take a deep breath. Don't think. I'm just gonna go. 3, 2, 1. Get down all the way. Lay on the mat. Get up. Some way, somehow, stand up. You wanna jump. You wanna push up. Whatever it looks like to you today. I call them just get down and get up. Come all the way down. Come all the way up. Get your heart rate going. Last bit of work. You're more than halfway through. You haven't tried a push-up? Modify it. Modify that push-up. Then stand up. You got 10 seconds. Everything you got. Last one. Finish with me. Done. We made it. Walk around just for a minute. Your heart rate's probably up there. If it's not, then maybe we didn't choose one that's hard enough. Link your hands behind your back. You can stay standing, especially if your heart rate's high. Stay up. If it's coming down quickly and you want a little bit more, bend it over. I'm gonna stay up. So good today. You showed up, you killed it. Quad stretch. Hold that imaginary lamppost. Grab for one foot, knees are close. Maybe you're holding an actual wall because you're swaying all over the place. That works too. Switch it over. So congratulations on taking time for yourself today. If you're a busy mom and you haven't joined our Facebook group, we're over on Facebook at Time Out for Moms. Kick it out, hamstring stretch. Kick one out, lean one over. Hands could be on your quad, on your shins. Maybe they're to the floor. That's not here for me today, so here I am. Time Out for Moms, we do weekly workouts, weekly meditation, there's recipe exchanges, basically all around self-care. Would love to have you over there. Switch it over. If you're looking for something a little bit more, I do work with moms one-on-one. We do weekly coaching. There's an amazing group of moms who work together to go through a 12-week transformation. I'd love to chat. Drop me a note on YouTube. Find me at greatdaysbysarah.com and all over social media with the same handle, Great Days by Sarah. Roll it up. Come on down to the mat. Let's do one for those hips. We did a bunch of those today. Cross your foot over. Find your figure four. This one can be done laying down too. I just feel it a little bit better if I'm sitting up, but you could be here. I enjoy this version of it. That foot that's crossed over, flex through your foot. Maybe walk your hands in or your foot in for a little bit of a deeper stretch. Do a couple big deep inhales and exhales. Bring that heart rate down. And switch it over, other side. Same thing, the foot that's crossed, make sure it's flexed. Protect your knee. Sit up tall to feel a little bit of a deeper stretch. I post weekly, every Sunday morning, a new workout comes out. I alternate back and forth between strength and yoga. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please subscribe. Relax it. We'll do one inhale together. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come heart center. Thank yourself for showing up. You did it. Go have a great day.